Hi, listeners and viewers, and welcome to the fifth episode of Pod.
Cast?
Yarn!
Yay! Saya?
Parang di siya masaya.
Oo nga. Anyway, so ngayon po sa podcast natin, no, pag-uusapan natin yung mga traditional and non-traditional courses na kung saan talagang pasok na pasok sa panahon ngayon, lalo na't maraming kabataan na alam mo hindi pa rin ganun kasigurado sa tatahapin nila pagtungtong nila sa college.
So before we dwell or baka magkaroon ng mga technicalities when it comes to the terms na ginamit namin sa title, we would like to make a disclaimer na what we mean by traditional, ito yung mga gusto na Asian parents.
Yes.
Yung doctor, medicine, law, engineering, and what we mean by non-traditional courses, ito yung mga, kumbaga, ito yung pinursu mo talaga yung passion mo kasi ito talaga yung gusto mo. Like for instance, arts, media,
technology.
yes, mga ganong bagay. So, ano lang, for clarification lang sa ating mga audience.
Thank you, Sam.
Welcome.
O sige, Sam, pakilala mo na yung makakasama natin.
Of course, we're very excited to have our very, very special guest, a youth advocate here in Palawan. Let us welcome Ma'am Vina Baaco.
Yeah!
Hi,
Hi, Ma'am Vina.
Ma'am.
Welcome po.
Hi,
Welcome to Podcast
Yes,
Yarn.
ma'am.
It's good to see familiar faces.
Sige po. Kamusta po, Ma'am Vina? Ang ganda po ninyo ngayon, ha?
Oo nga, nakakapanibago.
Ay, kasi po ngayon lang. Ano po ginagawa natin sa buhay ngayon, Ma'am Vina?
For now, of course, we're quite busy in our office. I think alam naman ng majority ng office natin is in OSAS, it's in TSU, and we are always handling youth or students.
Wow. Kaya po ang buong team ng Infinite and the Black Street Productions ay nagpapasalamat kasi po kahit po napaka-busy ninyo, nabigyan nyo kami ng time para masamahan dito sa podcast yarn at mabigyang inspirasyon na rin at tamang landas yung mga makikinig ng podcast yarn dito. So, Ma'am Vina, diretsuhin ko lang po kayo. No? Pwede po ba kami bigyan ng tips on how to choose the right course of college course kapag po tutungtong na sa college?
Okay. First of all, we have to consider your skills, your interests, and at the same time, how's your academic performance? O yun, sorry lang, I really have to emphasize that, diba?
Yes.
Kasi sometimes, even though we really want to be in a certain course, which, just like, diba, engineering, you really want to pursue the career, kaya lang, on your grades during your senior high, medyo sumasabay tayo sa math. We have to take into consideration. Like for instance, we have several activities that we conduct, like may mga aptitude test yan, or meron ding mentoring na kailangan consider. And of course, aside from that is I'm so sorry to also drop this, but the financial status as well.
Okay.
So thank you for that input, ma'am. And speaking of financial status, that leads us to our second question. Na,
Yes, po.
do we have to consider our financial ability when it comes to choosing future careers?
Actually, what you should also consider is, kaya mo bang ilaban yung course na pipiliin mo? Like for instance, you know that hindi kaya ng family natin na magpaaral in medicine, but you really want to pursue that. The best thing that you should do is to consider scholarships. Ilalaban mo ba? Kasi just in case, like for instance, we have counseled different students, talagang gusto nila mag-medicine. And yet, yung family nila medyo constrained when it comes to finances. What they can really do is, first, go to the guidance office, look for special programs or scholarship, and then might as well apply. And pwede rin maging working student. Kaya kung gusto mo talaga, financial status can be overcome, but there's still the reality that sometimes you still have to consider.
Ma'am Vina, ano naman po yung mapapayo niyo sa mga, kunyari sa akin, mga working students, mga freelancers na earning na part-time, like earning na, should they still continue pursue their college, or ano pong tips ninyo?
Okay. Actually, it's a good thing that you have opened the topic, because the usual misconception about when you are already earning, pwede na kasi may kinikita na. And
Why would you study pa?
yes, and the tendency for those who are already earning is to stagnate their studies or drop from their studies. Sadly, if you are really aiming a career which is stable, I'm not really saying na hindi stable yung mga yung sa gig economy side.
Yeah.
yung mga freelance. No, it's really helping our economy. But the sad thing there is, if you're looking for promotion,
Mhm.
yan, doon mo i-consider. Kasi kapag ikaw ay freelancer, hawak mo lang. But if you want to pursue career that could really give you a widened horizon, especially on the area that you have chosen, you might as well consider gaining a degree. Iba pa rin yung, wag natin sabihin may fallback, no? But yung academically speaking, because we came from the field of academic, iba yung kapag meron kang diploma.
Iba pa rin talaga.
Yes.
Parang yun lang yung bagay na hindi makukuha sa'yo. Hindi mananakaw sa'yo ng sino man.
Siyempre, pinaghirapan mo yun.
Mm.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Vina, for those. Napakaganda ng sagot ni Ma'am Vina. As you can see, very direct to the point.
Yes. Oo.
Very realistic. At pinapayo niya kung ano nga ba yung dapat talagang mangyari at ano yung realistic approach doon sa mga when it comes to choosing our careers and finding our courses that is right for us.
Teka lang ha, bago tayo dumako sa ating ball of questions. Gusto ko
Pero
lang
tayo
malaman,
iniisip.
ano ba, Ma'am Vina, ano po ba yung course mo dati? Ang course mo po ba ay nakabase ayon sa kagustuhan mo, kagustuhan ng magulang mo?
Okay, revelation to.
Oh, dito lang po yan sa podcast yard.
Sige na, bahala ko dito. But to be honest, when I was in high school, medyo ligaw din ako noon. Hindi ko alam kung anong course. So what I did is, hindi siya advisable. I just closed my eyes. And yung form, kinuha ko lang and it's random. But, tas syempre, ang course nun is BS Psychology. And with my average pasado naman, and nilaban ko yung BS Psychology and eventually I fell in love to the course and hindi ako nagsisisi having that degree. But then again, I don't really advise na talagang yun ang gagawin ha. Talagang,
Pwede naman
we
pong
have to
inimili mo na lang.
Huwag naman.
Joke.
Ano kasi siya it will really determine, not exactly determine, but somehow it will funnel out your direction, especially your career. And it's very important. Ang career nga dapat pinaplano, not just because pa-enter ka na ng college. Dapat in our elementary days, medyo na open na yung topic about that. But, syempre, as mga bata pa, napag-uusapan na. Nabibigyan ng idea. Hanggang sa pag first year pa lang ng high school, dapat medyo alam niyo na ang purpose, ba't ka na high school. Right? So, definitely dapat early on pala pag-usapan na siya.
Follow-up question na po, ma'am. So far ba, ma'am, wala po kayong regret sa field of career niyo ngayon?
So far wala. In fact, I'm planning to pursue graduate studies related pa rin sa field of psychology. And I could really say that it did not just help me. I believe talagang it's really beneficial as well. Lalo na if you want to help the community. Talagang magandang course. And if you want different facets in the field of academe, industry, and hospital, psychology is also good.
Ako gusto ko yung sinabi ni Ma'am Vina na even though hindi yun yung kanyang course talaga na gusto, nag-blindfold siya doon. She fell in love with the program. Kasi mahirap mag-aral kapag hindi mo gusto yung inaaral mo.
Totoo yan.
Ang hirap niyang tapusin, to be honest.
Sobra. Kasi kapag gusto mo yung ginagawa mo, yung hirap na nararanasan mo, at the end of the day, magiging masarap. Ganun yan. Basta gusto mo yung ginagawa
Yung feeling yung satisfied natin.
Sobra. Oo. Anyway, dako tayo sa ating bowl of questions. Kung dati mga listeners and viewers, box of
Box
questions
lang.
na. Ngayon, bowl na. At kita-kita yun naman. Kaya, maraming salamat po sa management na nagasigaso nito. Maraming salamat.
Pero hindi yung ito more.
Talagang hindi nyo hinahayaan magutom kami at tumaba kami. Pumayat kami. Anyway, sige. Bumunot ka na, Sab.
Ito po, no financial stability on arts-related courses. Walang pera sa arts. Would you like to fix that misconception? Or do you agree
Napakaganda niyan.
sa statement na po ito?
Let's go.
To be honest, when it comes to arts, siguro yung misconception na to, it's because of hindi masyado natin nakikita yung career nito, unlike yung mga traditional ones. But when you say arts, actually minsan ang arts kasi infused na siya sa ibang professions.
Yes, totoo po yan.
And kung walang pera sa arts, I would like to disagree with that. Because if the artist or the one who pursues fine arts, not only fine arts, kasi arts is it's not limited with visual arts, and then yung music, like conservatory of music and
Yes.
other areas pa. Siguro if you really want to pursue it, imposibleng hindi ka kumita.
Yes.
If you're going to push yourself to really attain career with this, halimbawa yung multimedia arts din, if you really want to pursue this career, ibigay mo ng todo, 100%, and excel in that field, I think money would come really. And opportunities will open. So definitely, I think,
Usually coming sa
misconception.
Masco.
Yes.
Sapul ako kasi syempre ang course ko is dating Mascom, ngayon ay Communication Arts. And di ko maiwasan mula sa mga kamag-anak ko na tanungin ako, anong kikitain mo riyan? Diba? Mga ganun. Pero dahil sa sinabi ni Ma'am Vina, medyo mas na-enlighten ako. And meron din akong proof eh. Meron akong friend na pangalan niya si Luis Castro, if you know him.
Oh.
Na isa rin siyang magaling sa pagdating sa industry ng art, and look at him now, may kumikita na, tumutulong na sa family, tumutulong pa sa mga kaibigan na kailangan ng financial, support. Kaya, ayun, basta mahal mo yung ginagawa mo, papasok na lang yung pera sa'yo. Tama po ba ganun lang yung sinasabi?
Yes, of course. And definitely, lalo na ngayon, ang field natin is, we are now in a different paradigm. Yung pag sinabing arts, marami na ngayong nag-open na doors. The world is now flat. You can be a digital artist here in the Philippines, but your client is in another country.
Yes.
So it's happening right now, and we have students who have that kind of job.
Additionally po doon sa sinabi niyo na money will follow na lang, considering po yung advent of technology. Madali na lang po talaga kasi pwede ng online, kahit distant kayo ng client mo, very easy na lang din po siya. Tama po pa ba?
Yes, especially when you have a good portfolio. Yun talaga.
Good portfolio talaga. Ayun. ito yung medyo naging kalaban ko nung high school. Accountancy. Yan. Ito po yung, and I quote, no? Di magaling ka sa math. Saang bangko ka magtatrabaho? Yan. Ano pong masasabi niyo naman, ma'am?
Marami kasi yung job opening for our BS accountancy graduates. Hindi lang yan pang bangko. You can also be a freelancer na accountancy na hawak mo, ang course mo rather. You can be, it's not just a bank, pwede ka sa mga different companies, so corporations, and ito lang yun. Kung saan may kumikitang negosyo, kailangan ng accountant. Or even hindi nga accountant eh. But yes, or maybe in that field. Hindi nauubusan ng need for graduates of accountancy. And hindi lang siya talaga yung pang-bangko lang. That's really a misconception. Hindi ka tagabilang lang ng pera. Okay? And at the same time, it's may high demand na ng need for accountancy. Kaya nga board course siya. Kaya nga may licensure.
Pero hindi rin po ganun kadali yung yung pagdadaanan talaga ng gusto mag-accountancy. Talagang madugo ang mangyayari.
Yes. I think sa lahat yata ng university na nag-offer ng BS Accountancy, talagang kasi when it's a board course, iba ang preparation. You're not just gaining the degree, you're also banking with your capacity to be a practitioner in the field of accountancy. Kaya ako hindi sinasabi in the field of accountancy kasi hindi lang pag BS accountancy grad ka, accountant ka kaagad. Pero dun sa traditional career talaga nagtitake ng CPA or ng board exam. But then again, marami pa kasi siyang mag-open na doors. Just like what I said, marami na tayong professions ngayon. Yung professions before, 10 years ago, may mga nag-exist na ngayon na wala siya 10 years or 5 years ago. Especially with the platform of online.
Add ko na lang din po, tsaka may pressure din po talaga sa accountancy and same thing with other courses. Kasi, hindi mo lang, kapag magbo-board ka, hindi lang sarili mo yung i-risk mo, pati yung reputation ng school na dinadala mo when it comes to passing rates, di ba po? Correct me if I'm wrong, ma'am.
Definitely, kasama yan. Kasi, mga universities are also have this pressure. Kasi kapag mababa ang passing rate ng isang school for the past years, may possibility na may bawiing certification for them. Pero
Okay.
pwede pa rin progressive pa rin yung course, pero may pwede kasi hindi na nila na-meet yung standard.
Mm-mm.
Yung ating Commission on Higher Education, meron talaga silang standard. So, ang mga university, hindi sila basta-basta, or school, kahit hindi pa university, pwedeng mag-open ng basta-basta ng course.
Mm-mm.
So, yung BS Accountancy is, meron din yung standard.
Mhm.
So, na kailangan i-meet talaga ng mga universities or colleges or institutions. So, medyo talaga siya, high risk kapag lalo na yung performance. And we feel you talaga kasi back in our alma mater, talagang big deal siya.
So, buntin ko na ang next
Galing,
question.
no?
Kaya
Galing.
nga.
Yeah.
Imagine mo, different
Pinaka-expand
naman,
sa
no?
inyo.
Oo.
Na-expand niya yung sagot.
Di ba IT ka? Paayos naman ang cellphone, ref, at washing machine.
Grabe naman.
Mga pagtingin sa IT.
Sa ngayon to be honest, parang na-inspire ako ngayon sa course ng IT.
Yeah.
Kasi dati hindi sila masyadong pinapansin. And sorry pero hindi siya masyadong pinapansin. But actually, ngayon, nagbo-boom ang career sila. Kasi ngayon sila yung sumalo during the pandemic. May mga trabaho at talagang sila
Yes.
yung, kumbaga, nag-shine bigla.
Mm.
The other careers or professions, medyo nag-dim yung mga career.
Totoo
Diba?
po yan, totoo po.
Pero pagdating sa IT, it's their platform. This is actually their era.
Digital.
Yun.
Buka parang buti na lang ng pandemic, no? Joke lang. Oo.
But in any rate, ang IT kasi like for instance, ngayon yung mga gumagawa ng phone applications, na mga
Software
programs,
developer.
software, we have the IT or pwede of course kasama dyan yung computer science.
Mm-mm.
Yan, yun yung mga careers na talagang, huwag naman natin sila ikahon sa taga-repair lang ng phone.
Kaya,
Their
They're more
skills
than that.
are beyond that
Yeah.
pa. They can, because they're really good in tinkering and their critical mind, talagang magaling sila.
yes.
By means of coding, yan. And may sariling language yung computer. And magagaling naman ang IT natin. Actually, may mga pambato tayo.
Nox.
Tsaka di ba po pag IT more on software naman, pwede sila hardware yung ano nila.
Basically, may dalawang area talaga yan.
Okay.
Software and hardware. O, pwede naman din, pero more likely nakafocus, depende kasi sa, like, estudyante, like ako, course ko is via psychology. Anong area or field ng psychology ako mas okay? May iba naman, mas magaling talaga sila sa troubleshooting by means of hardware. May iba naman magaling talaga by means of troubleshooting or curating software. So, depende sa field nila. Yun. So,
Nasabi ni Ma'am Vina kanina, mataas po yung tingin nyo sa IT, tama po ba?
yes.
So ano po yung mas mataas sa IT?
Wow.
IT 1.
Ha?
Sige.
Tuloy mo na yung ano.
Next question. Ay, ako na
Sabi
pala.
naman, ang harsh nyo.
Kumain na lang.
Hotel and restaurant management. Magaling magluto at mag-bake.
Oh, okay, grabe naman. Pero hindi lang doon yung skills nila. Again, just like what I said earlier sa IT, same with the hotel restaurant management. Meron kasi yan sila yung nasa, back office, nagma-manage talaga, and how the organization flows on that arena. And meron naman talaga yung nasa front line. Like for instance, meron tayo kasi culinary track, and meron management and marketing track. So, depende kung saan yung skills. But, in any rate, kasi I think meron silang generic courses or subjects rather, which involves culinary area. So, baka yun yung nagiging main idea ng mga karamihan. And they tend to associate it with baking and
O if I may add if you're working in a hospitality or tourism sector ngayon, nakikita ko how yung mga hospitality management really works. It's more than cooking, it's more than feeding itself. It's about managing yung hospitality, yung hotels, yung inns, and everything from the operations up to sa lahat, hanggang makaalis yung mga client or mga turista.
Maraming behind the scenes.
Super.
Kumbaga. Hindi lang siya.
the coordination.
Yes.
Yes.
It's the thing that we tend to forget, but actually yung behind the scene coordinating the flow of the customers on how are you going to handle a big event.
Events.
Iba yun.
Super.
Kanila
Events.
yan.
Sa kahit doon lang sa tinatawag na pagluluto or pagbe-bake, napakarami kayong successful na ginagawa pagluluto na sa pagbe-bake, di ba? kailangan mayaman at matalino ka kapag law or
Mhm.
medicine-related course. Tama po ba yun, ma'am?
Just like what I said earlier, not necessarily. Siguro plus factor naman din yun. Oo.
Wow!
May nakita
Di bala ka ba?
Ay, in the future.
Remember,
Mm.
meron na tayong scholarships. Okay? And ang maganda rin kasi meron tayong free education. So if you want na mag-law or mag-medicine, ang inyong pre-law and pre-med courses are already free of tuition.
Wow.
Right? Meron tayong program ngayon na talagang hinaharness sa government, and I think majority is nagbe-benefit as long as you are studying in state universities or government run type of academic institutions. So, pagdating sa medicine and law, meron na rin naman na ibang mga scholarships. But then again, be ready. Kasi just like what I said, hindi biro. Like halimbawa, may mga gamit yan na kailangang bilhin. And hindi siya mura. And yung mga books when it comes to law, hindi rin biro yung presyo ng mga books. And hindi lang naman yun. I think we just be ready. Kaya, pero if you want to pursue it, then go for it. If you really want that career.
Just be ready.
Yes.
Psychology.
Ay, grabe.
Bagay na bagay.
Pasok na, pasok na. Save the best for last.
Pag psychology daw, dapat alam mo kung anong iniisip ko. So, hulaan mo daw.
Ganito yon. Hindi naman kami nag-master sa palmistry. Okay, iba yun, ha?
Ano po ba?
Wala, hindi
Oh.
siya.
Ako may ganun
Misconception,
talaga.
actually. Hindi kami manghuhula. What we can do is, sabi yung general term yun is, we study human behavior and the mental processes. But then again, ang psychology is not about, hindi namin kaya magbasa ng pag-iisip. Yun. Hindi, it's not ako. Iba yun. Parang para psychology na yun. Lalayo na yun. Pero, then again, hindi maiwasan kasi nga, di ba, parang yun ang dating. Don't worry, yung estudyante pa kami yan lagi ang talaga
Talaga po.
tinatanong.
Pwede mo pong magkwento naman ng parang pinakamalalang senaryo nung ano.
Siguro yung siguro binabasa mo yung isip ko, no?
Ganun.
Yung meron silang ganun kaagad na idea. Sinasabi ko, nababasa ko na gusto mong malaman, ay natatakot kang malaman kung iniisip mo ngayon. Tapos parang kakabahan ko, oh my gosh, siguro ganun talaga. Pero, in the field of psychology kasi, it's more of a course na we care for an individual. Pero yung, alam mo yung naiisip, hindi namin kaya yan ha, iba yan. So yun, clarification. Saka hindi po kami, ang course po namin ay hindi pinsan ng manghuhula, ng sa palmistry, or yung yung kung ano mang iba pang panghuhula or cards, hindi po kami yun. Iba po sa amin, our course is empirical. It's evidence-based.
Evidence-based,
Yun.
yeah.
So, well-funded naman siya by science. Misconception.
Baka prof na si Madam Aurin.
I'm trying to avoid to say that name, pero yan lagi na-associate sa amin. Oo, for some reasons. Ayan. But then again, of course, misconception.
Pero pag as psychology ba, kunyari kami yung way ng manner ng pananalita namin, na-define nyo na ba agad yung
Opo.
personality namin? Or hindi pa po?
Or sa mga movements.
Or sa mga handwriting, gano'n.
Ganun. So, it's a good question. We are not actually allowed to judge the person by means of those qualities. But somehow, minsan, syempre, nagkakaroon ka ng preconceived ideas towards the person. But we also discourage yung aming mga colleague to have that kind of notion. Kasi the only thing that we can consider what type of personality that an individual have is through, again, research-based. Of course, meron tayong mga psychological tests to confirm, and there are only legitimate individuals or licensed individuals who are allowed to conduct those tests.
Parang na-inspire ako ng sobra kay Ma'am Vina kasi yung alam niyo ba yung second choice ko sa college, psychology.
Oh, it's not too late.
Ma'am, graduating na ako.
Second course.
Second course. Pwede. Pero yun nga, no, kung wala na kayong katanungan, maraming salamat po kay Ma'am Vina, of course,
Yes.
sa kanyang time and sa kanyang mga words of wisdom, no, na nagbigay inspirasyon at bigay direksyon para sa mga aspiring students dyan. Aspiring college students na tatahak na sa mundo ng kolehiyo.
Gusto ko rin magbigay ng insight at i-show yung appreciation natin kay Ma'am Vina kasi yung answer niya very, ayun ngayon, as I've said earlier, realistic siya, hindi siya nag-sugarcoat, hindi siya yung parang, kaya niya yan, parang,
Direct to the point.
oo, na
yes.
parang need mo rin talaga i-consider itong mga bagay na to para i-pursue yung career na to. So, thank you so much for giving us the set of qualifications and criteria
Yes.
sa pagpili ng tamang course para sa amin. Henry?
And I think this is very good opportunity for the senior high students na gusto magbalak na mag-college, talagang pupunta sila doon. And mga kung gusto pang or may something na nagdadalawang isip na maklaro or like
Yes.
clear yung iniisip nila sa mga advice galing kay Ma'am Vina.
Hindi lang sa akin ha. Alam nyo, if I were you guys, you have to go to your guidance counselors. It's time to talk with them, or even to your trusted mentor, or to your parents. Talk with them. Reach out with them and try to ask na help naman. Pero if your parents are pushing you towards another course, hindi mo gusto, mag-usap kayong mabuti na course. Pag-uusapan ninyo.
Ayaw nga pala.
Conclude yung episode.
So, part ba si Ma'am Vina rito?
Yes, of
Oo,
course.
sige,
So,
dapat
parang
yun din.
need magbigay ng facial expression kung ano yung parang to give the conclusion, para makapagbigay ng conclusion sa
Tapos
ating
parang
episode.
explanation kung bakit ganun yung expression. So, dahil na-open up mo, mauna ka na. Okay.
Para, ano ba, wait lang, parang ano, gano'n, Yun yung expression.
Bakit?
Kasi parang na-enlighten ako and at the same time parang yung mga words of wisdom ni Ma'am Vina nag-set ng parang path kung ano nga ba talaga yung pipili. Like, hindi lang naman para sa akin, para rin sa mga viewers natin. Kasi as of now, very happy naman ako sa course ko and very supportive din naman yung parents ko and sana yung mga parents rin maging supportive kung ano mang gusto niya. Ikaw,
Yes.
Jay.
Sa akin siguro ano. Yan, ganun. Kasi
Tama. Tama.
ay yung pag ginagawa yun, mas naging proud ako sa sinabi ni Ma'am Vina kasi syempre sa course ko, as part ng non-traditional courses, ay mas nabigyan niya ng dahilan para magkaroon ng tawag dito, mas malalim na rason kung bakit nga ba ito yung tinahak namin. Hindi lang siya yung bastang no choice, hindi lang siya bastang kagustuhan, meron din dahilan kung bakit namin siya tinahak. O, ikaw, Henry.
Ako siguro to, yan.
Ano
May
yan?
expression ba yun? It's a art. Kasi feel ko nakatataba ng puso. Naisipin
Anong
na-
problema mo sa mata ba? Dahil ako.
I
Double. Dahil ako. Sige, go.
mean, like, for an Asian family, laging iniisip na, you're pupunta lang yung law, engineering, medicine, or like accountant, or like you're the bank guy, the finance guy. And other than that, may future ka pa ba? May
Yes.
career pa ba ang buhay mo? May masweldohin ka ba? Or paano mo buhayin yung sarili mo and whatnot. But this gives us a clarity na our jobs, our passion career, our courses is more than that. It's beyond more than pag-repair ng washing machine. It's more than makukunan ng isip. Kasi hindi naman talaga yun. It's more than baking and cooking. It's beyond. There is a reason and significance beyond that. Kaya nakatataba ng puso.
Yun. Okay. Ikaw naman, Ma'am Vina.
Siguro, kasali talaga ako. Well, ganito na lang siguro.
Mm.
Yan.
Bakit?
Why? Because please be curious enough. And aside from finding your purpose, know where your heart goes, and please check it out with kaya mo bang gawin yung profession na yan for the next 10 years or in the long run. And then be curious enough, study well enough, and review what kind of courses that you want to pursue. So yun siguro.
Ay,
Be curious enough.
Be curious enough. Ay, bago po tayo paalam, Ma'am Vina, baka po meron kayong mga seminars, or mga talks po para sa mga students na
Siguro mag-plug na lang kami sa page namin.
ayan, abangan nyo na lang doon.
And that is our episode for Podcast Yarn for today, the traditional and non-traditional courses. So see you on our next episodes. Bye!
Bye-bye!